Product and system education.
You got it.
All right. Yeah, today we have a great lineup. But before that, man, I want to thank Kenneth and every one of my mentors for letting me host today. I feel like it's a great step in the right direction towards the business. So a round of applause to them. It's awesome. Just awesome people. And speaking of awesome, we have an awesome person fast growing in his business. Upline. My upline. My upline, Mr. Moneyman himself, Roderick. No, not Roderick, Rodney.
All right.
All right, you good. Yeah, right.
Good stuff. All right. So I need to share my screen to present.
You want me to sit there?
Roger, come share the screen. I got you. Yeah.
Share the ring.
No, not yet. All right. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Rodney Wilson. Upline in the business is Celie Wilson. Woy to the world. Woy. Then up to that awesome gentleman there, Kenneth Drayton and Andre Gonzalez. And then up to Kamta and Nadi Prasad, our sapphires come with mega emeralds and diamonds in a big way. And then up to our diamonds, Sanjeev and Shauna Sahai. And of course, up to Kumar and all the way up to the Galaxy, Bill and Peggy Britt. So today I have the extreme and distinguished pleasure to talk about the product portion of Pase today. So the product that I chose is Artistry Men. Well, actually, Roderick chose it. I just stole it. Right? Hey.
Rod.
Hey.
Could you hold a minute, please, Cam?
Hold on a minute there, bro. Sorry about that.
All right.
You know, I'm a little topsy-turvy today, right? But I would like to say something here. So I want everybody to know that this guy here, Rod, just defended his master's thesis, and he did an awesome presentation. I said, let's give him a round of applause. You did a wonderful job. We're very proud of you, man. You're making it, like BWW, because you're going through it. You're making it, better. So very proud of you. All right.
Thank you.
Well, yeah.
Thank you, Kamta. And I credit my presenting skills to the BWW team, from Celie to Kenneth to Kamta, everybody, all of my mentors, of course. So I got to this point because of them, and yeah.
Volume, Rod. Volume. Turn it up there.
Oh yeah, and it all started with Pase. So can you hear me good now? Can you hear me good? Is it good?
Yes.
I just gotta get closer to the mic then. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen. I have a presentation for you guys. So click that share button right there, and then you gotta make it small, right here.
This is very small.
Yes, small. You wanna go here and just click this.
Awesome.
Click present. Is it good?
Awesome.
Go in presentation mode. I don't want to go in presentation mode.
I don't even see the mouse. Oh, I see it. It's down here.
So it's down here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Can y'all see the slides? Can y'all see the screen?
Yes, we can. Could you make it bigger?
So it's not bigger.
Oh, so they're seeing this part.
Yeah.
Yeah. That if you see the three dots, you disable the presentation annoying feature that Microsoft has included in the new PowerPoint. I need to go over there and talk to them. But
It's in this. It's in this area.
Screen. Slide.
no, it's in the other part. And the presentation thing, you gotta disable the presenter's view. Yeah, anyway.
This is PowerPoint. Yeah.
I know it's PowerPoint. I remember it.
Gotcha. Give me 1 minute.
Come on, IBM, you can do it. MS. Rodney Wilson, comma, MS. Comma, comma IBM, comma Super Eagle.
Come on.
Yeah, let's show you a picture of Emery in the meanwhile.
Come on.
What's your name?
Open racing.
Emery? Oh. And do you love your mommy and daddy? Very much. And what do you like to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Where you gonna get your house? Yeah, Rod, it's fine if you do it the other way, you know.
Okay.
I didn't mean to cause this big delay.
Hold on. Just trying to get it up.
Yeah, we schedule a meeting to go through PowerPoint later, you know.
All right.
Let's just move ahead. Just do what you got. Let's go.
All right. I got you. What's up? What's up?
Coming up right now.
Okay.
Okay, why it keeps going to the side.
Here.
You can see the other side. You can see the all right. I'm clicking at all. I see that you did.
So, cancel share screen. I cancel share screen. Minimize this and then just put it up.
Yeah, let's try that.
Almost there. 1 second now. Hold on now.
It's open.
You got on the.
Yeah. If you have it up, then let's try to drop this on the desk.
Do we have anybody? Is there anybody there who has their masters?
Don't talk, man. Don't talk.
Hold on. Unless you want to go into streaming while I get it up. Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, we can go to streaming.
Yeah.
Come back to it.
We'll go to streaming. We'll come back to the presentation. So take it away, Atlanta. Kenneth?
Can't hear him now.
What's going on?
We can't hear you guys.
Yeah,
Hey, baby, sound
bring up Kenneth.
Gotcha.
Hello, everybody. We are Kenneth Drayton and Andrew Gonzalez, directly and proudly sponsored by Kamsa and Naja Prasad. Okay, and so today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do streaming. Now, streaming is part of our preparation, our education, our strengthening of ourselves, and so it is critical that you saturate yourself with the information in the business, because what you focus on is where your energy will go, and where your energy will go is where manifestation will happen. Okay, and so what you want to do is, as a minimum, you want to listen to 1 stream a day. If you're not listening to 1 stream a day, that's like not brushing your teeth for the day. You know, you understand? So it's critical. It's non-negotiable for yourself. but nobody's going to force you. You will have to force yourself. So it's one of the daily success habits that you should have. Okay, if you're not launched as yet, you should be listening to all of the share talks. Okay, whoever is working with you, let them give you all the share talks that they have. They're like about 40 of them or whatever. Okay, and every day at least listen to one stream, because what you listen to is what's going to contribute to your focus on the business. Okay, and so the thing about streaming is that it can be done in conjunction with something else. So while you're cooking, call me if it's not meat. While you're cooking, while you're taking a shower, while you're driving, commuting, whenever. So if you're time management wise, you can couple it with something where you're not doing anything anyway. I have never listened to a radio program or TV program that paid me as yet. Okay, so this is an investment. What you invest in, you will get a return on investment. So I listen to it whenever I can. In fact, my personal goal is to listen to 2 to 3 streams a day. Okay, 1 stream a day is minimum. Always go for the maximum. Employees go for minimum. Business owners go for maximum. Okay, whatever it takes. Okay, so that's the mindset, and the mindset will determine the results. Okay, so the stream that I'm going to be talking about today is called BWW2088. That stream is a power stream. That stream, it will be in your face. Somebody play music? Okay, so that stream is very, very in your face. It's very powerful. If you're a new person, listen to it with caution. However, if you are new or seasoned IBO, okay, and it excites you rather than scares you, then you're going diamond. Okay, it is in your face. All right, and it's BWW2088. And so I'm just going to play a little bit of it, and then I'll be done. So it's so powerful that when I was queuing it up, I was like, which part of it should I play? Forget about it, All right, and it's by Tony and Francis Papalado.
Business of the 21st
Yes.
Business of the 21st century. Not to be confused with the book or to be confused with the CD. Okay, this is a stream. Okay, it is very powerful. Did I say it was powerful?
What does that mean? Does that mean that you're utilizing technology? Does that mean you're, able to quote unquote customize your life? I mean, what does that actually mean? A lot of people, what they're doing is they're literally building life, and they're expecting to be able to quote unquote customize their life, even though they figured out or that they see everybody else who's doing that, they're not able to customize their life. We keep doing that, hoping to find a different result. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, expecting a different result.
Okay, which one?
Like this, and then you have somebody in the outside world say something to you, and you go, "Oh, that thing doesn't work." You go, "Oh, really?" But then you want.
All right, I ain't gonna play the whole thing. You guys get the stream yourself. Listen to it yourself, and when you listen to it, I would suggest that there's 2 types of listening. One is superficial, while you're driving or whatnot, and then you may want to do not on all streams, but on certain ones you want to do a deep dive where you're actually studying it and you're stopping it, taking notes, stopping it, taking notes. So every stream you listen to should have actionable items that you can apply to your business. Later on, we're going to be talking about 7 strings, and one of the things that they said there is that some of the puzzles, that the pieces of puzzles that you find actually open up a whole big, huge part of a puzzle for you, and so that's what streaming can do for you. And with that, back to the host.
That was awesome stuff. Awesome stuff, man. Another round of applause to Kenneth, man. He really busted up. Yeah, man. But I make sure to listen to a stream at least one time every day. I mean, Kenneth just said go for the maximum, which is 2 streams every day, and I think that's a gold nugget right there in itself. But you know, that's enough about me, man. Time to continue on to the pace. The next subject is book of the month, represented by none other than Nadia Prasad.
Can't hear. It's muted.
Hold on. Go again.
Okay. So I said I was very excited to talk to you guys about this book today. When Kenneth said he didn't have somebody to do book, I was like, I'm going to do book because it's an incredible book. Who read this book? Household Goals. Isn't that crazy? When you read this book, it's so mind-boggling because everything in here is so simple, guys. I mean, what he explained and how simple it is, that if it goes over somebody's head and they're still going to Walmart or wherever they shop, then they have missed it completely. Because he talked about the different eras. He talked about when the gold rush happened in California, everybody went to San Francisco, and a few people got wealthy out of it. But for every one of those few people, hundreds and thousands of people died, right? So it wasn't really a gold rush, so to speak, right? Because very few people made it, okay? And then he also talked about the American dream, right? And he says what happened today with the American dream, we are basically in this instant gratification type of, want everything now, and if it can't happen now, then we don't want it, right? We forgot the concept of work for what you want, build your wealth. We forget about all of that. And so he talked about the 3 L's, and that is really, really powerful. One of them is Las Vegas, which he basically says you're rolling the dice on your future, right? Your American dream. And one of them is the Las Vegas theme. The second one is the lottery, right? Most of us don't think, right? But he talked about the percentage of people that actually win the lottery. It's almost like, why bother, right? And then the next one is lawsuits, right? That's a big thing. Everybody's looking to see somebody that's wealthy because they want money, right? And so he says if you can get out of that mentality of those 3 L's, then you will be very wealthy. And he talked about the household things, you know, your household goals basically means money that you spend. And he went through every single room in your house, and he talked about the money that you spend. And an average family spends about $770 on a monthly basis. And when he talked about the trillions of people in America, you can see why it's called household goals, right? And basically, we're just outsourcing. Every time you go shop at a retailer, you're basically you're contributing to their asset also, or their household goals, their goals, right? Not yours. Every time you spend money anywhere, it talked about Walmart. You know, you pretty much have a mart without the wall, right? So basically, every dime you spend outside, and he even go into the concept of Discover card. You know, they pay you back for using their card. Why do you think they do that, right? Because they want to, you know, they want your loyalty, absolutely. So he talked about all these different concepts in there, and it just makes sense. If you read this book, every time you go outside to spend money outside, first of all, you're going to be like, oh man, I just contributed to wherever I went. That's whose household. And I want you to think about that when you go out and shop. And I wanted to give you the stats. It's so crazy. It's mind-boggling. Where he talked about, I thought I kept the page, but I got too many pages open here. But anyways, you guys need to read this book. If you haven't read it yet, you need to give this to your new people so they understand why purchase from yourself. It's like if you have your own business, you know, and mind all these products. Why are you supporting somebody else's business? And this book could not make it any clearer because it went through the stats about the biggest thing that we have right now that money is spent on is lottery, and that's more than household things that people buy. It's like it's like 50 billion or something dollars that is spent on lottery, lawsuits, and Las Vegas. And he talked about that, and I was like, okay, that is really crazy. He says, and there's never not for at least 2 miles. I mean, not 2 miles, but 2 hours away. There's always those Indian reservations that are putting up everywhere to get people to what? To go gamble, right? To go and basically support their wealth. So understand that if you haven't read this book, you need to, as an independent business owner, understanding the type of business that you're a part of, it would make so much sense to you. And like I said, every time you go out and spend money outside, you will think twice. I remember Steve Fishman once said, and you guys know who Steve Fishman is. He says, if a company doesn't pay me back, I think twice whether or not, I want to go there and buy something. For example, if you have to buy something at Best Buy, buy through your business. There are partners. If you have to buy anything that you have to buy, look at your business first, because whatever money you spend, you want it to come back as a return for you. So I hope you guys read this book. It's definitely a reader, but that's
Absolutely.
it.
That's awesome stuff, man. Another round of applause. I read also do it a couple of times, and I know it saved me a lot of money through the tidbits of knowledge I got from it. But recently we had technical difficulties with the product presentation, but we got it back up and running, and I want to bring up and the awesome mentor upline of mine, Rodney Wilson.
Oh, yeah, you got it. Yeah, you have to go on, Anita?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think
Awesome
so.
sauce.
All right. There we go. So you got me on video, and you got me on the slides.
Your mouse is where?
It's very small.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
shoot. Okay. Dang. Okay. We're just making sure we can see him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Awesome. So good. So hi everybody. I'm Rodney Wilson, upline in this business. Celia Wilson, that lady you just saw. Way. And then up to Kenneth Drake and Andre Gonzalez, up to Compton Nadi Prasad, and of course our Diamond Sanjeev Shana Sahai, and all the way up to the Galaxy. So today I'm here to talk about the product. Sorry about the technical difficulties earlier, but we're gonna get right into the Artistry Men product, one of my favorite product lines within the business. Before the Artistry Men came along, it was just the Artistry, the women's artistry, or just a regular artistry line. But from Kamta, he would use that line, and I would use that line too. But then, Amway is always on the cutting edge of things, so they ended up coming out with a men's skincare line. Could you believe that? Men, we have our skincare, personal skincare in our business, right? So you definitely want to be on that. You definitely want to be looking smooth and suave, right? So I have a presentation about that Celia is going to present. That Celia is going to pull up on her side.
All right. So you can I've shared my screen on my Hangout. So if you guys could switch to that.
Yep.
Let me know if you guys can see it.
We got it. Go ahead.
All right.
You see it?
Yes.
Okay. So Artistry Men, of course, this system right here is actually a 4-step system, and their slogan is formulated for success. And when they mean formulated for success, they're talking about gaining healthier, more vibrant skin for all men, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about first thing first is how this is designed for men, right? A lot of us guys, you know, you might have issues with daily shaving and irritation and, you know, bumps and all of this crazy stuff happening, right? So that's the first issue that they had to test for, right? What they also realized is in step 2 is your skin needs change over time. So it depends on how you want to look, right? So, you know, this is a system that could actually help you sustain your skin, which is the number 3. It provides a good, healthy balance, healthy looking skin, which minimizes wrinkles. You know, wrinkles, we learned at the Amway Expo that wrinkles actually starts developing in your mid-20s.
No way.
In your yeah, they start developing in your mid-20s. So if you don't start using skincare early on, then you could be looking a whole lot of mashup, right? Early, you know, in your 30s, right? So you definitely want to start taking care of your skin. Don't think that only old people get wrinkles. You know, it all starts somewhere, right? It's a compound effect, right? So it's formulated to fight excess oil. You know, a lot of guys, we have oily skin, but you have to manage that oil and also keep it hydrated, right? And also your skin should be very firm, right? It shouldn't be too soft and it shouldn't be too hard. It should be nice and moist, right?
Yes, yes.
So when your wife or your significant other rub it, you know, you get some special blessings, right? So number 4, the results, you start seeing the results instantly. As soon as you jump on the system, they have a guarantee, like pretty much within 4 weeks, you would see changes. What is going on here? One sec, guys. Is it that one or this one?
I have no idea. I think it's this one.
Sleeping. Maybe sleeping.
Oh, my computer went to sleep.
Got you. Fancy.
Oh, yes.
Okay, good
Okay,
stuff.
so we can back up. Can they see it? Sorry, guys.
It's loading.
I can still see the slide.
Yeah, they
Can y'all still see the slides?
Yeah, because the slide's on me.
Okay.
Yeah, I can still see them.
Okay.
Okay, keep going. Let's keep going.
But you see, he needs to see.
Yeah, I gotta see the slide.
Can you turn your laptop?
All right.
No, take the HDMI and plug it right back in.
Okay, you gonna see it on my side here?
Yeah, that's good. You could just take my HDMI and plug it right back in.
All right, you got it.
That should be good.
Okay, and you can see from there, yeah.
Okay. No?
Yeah, you go ahead, because
Okay.
they can see everything. They don't see what we see here.
Okay, good. So, the 5th part of the system actually lets you know that it's about $3 a day, just $3 a day to start this process, right? To keep your skin healthy, looking vibrant, and all of that good stuff. So I'll go on to the next slide. So the thing is, it contains a high performance dermasync complex, right? So what that does is it allows you to achieve the maximum amount of hydration and the minimum amount of oil, right? Because the thing about your skin is when it's oily, you definitely want to take control of that oil because that could actually be damaging your skin when you leave that residual oil in there and it gets in the pores and all type of stuff, right? So there's 2 phases. You actually want to first manage the oil control and then manage the moisture, right? And like I said, your skin should improve within just 4 weeks. So 95% of the folks within 4 weeks experience deep moisturization. Another 92% who actually is on the full system, they saw 92% oil reduction. And then 76% of guys noticed improvement in their total skin's appearance just by jumping on the artistry system. So this actually contains a daily routine. So the daily routine, I know a lot of guys probably shave on a daily basis. So the first step of the process is 4 steps, right? First you cleanse, you shave, you renew, and then you moisturize, right? Oh, this is the remote right here.
Oh,
That's
thank you.
So like I said, the first step is cleanse. So one common misconception is that you should shave first and then wash your face. But listening to Sanjeev, he actually told us that you should cleanse first and then shave, right? So I had it mixed up too. So don't feel bad if you just notice.
And Rod,
Uh-huh.
it's important that when you're cleaning, you clean with hot water.
Correct. That is a good point.
To open the pores.
Yes, because just like Kevin is saying, as you're cleansing, you want to open the pores, right? Because another thing, like for instance, myself, I have a lot of ingrowns. So I definitely want to open the pores. So when I shave, it gets the maximum amount of that ingrown gone away, right? So you cleanse first, and I'm going to go through later on what the gentle face wash does. And then you shave. There's two parts to the shave. There's if you use shave cream, that's included, and there's also a toner, a post-shave toner for when you're done, right? And I'm going to talk about what that does too. And then you want to renew your skin. Oh my goodness, with the serum. The serum concentrate is awesome. Mm-hmm. So that's the third step. You renew your skin, and lastly, last but not least, you moisturize the skin with the facial moisturizer. So the entire skincare system right now, the 4 parts, without the foam cleanser, right? It actually has a retail price. It's marked down, but the original retail price was $189. It's marked down right now to $170.10, right? Mm-hmm. So good discount there, mm-hmm. right? And then the IBO price is even sexier because the IBO price is originally $141.75, but right now we can get it for $127.57, right? And the PV is right? Yes. PV alone is 42.52 PV for the system.
You just need 3 of that.
Yeah, 42.52 PV, and your PV, of course, is 127.57. Right? So you can imagine just getting just one guy on this a month, right? Right. 1 or 2, your PV done, boom, right? Right. Right. So it's an awesome thing to introduce. This whole thing, it's great for like gifts. Like Father's Day is already gone, but you can still treat the fathers then, So it's a great gift for birthdays. Maybe a guy getting married too, get their skin together before the marriage. You could promote it then, like Virginia was promoting and Sile and Sola, women's skincare to a young lady that's about to get married, right? Did the Psalm session and everything, right? So it's a great introductory. It's a great bundle to just get it all together so that they could get the full effect of the system. But if they needed to get the products individually, like say for instance, something runs out before the other, which happened to me, I have the products right here. The Gentle Face Wash, you can get it by itself for retail price $29, and the IBO price is $21.75. Now the thing about it is, this guy right here, this is the Gentle Face Wash, right? So the key components of it is it removes the daily dirt along with excess oil, and it gently conditions the skin too, right? Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, that's when you were getting in the hotel room, Gene, when you tried this.
Cleans your face,
when your team steals your product at conference, right? Right. So Gene tried it. I'll probably let him give a testimony afterwards. And also, the main thing is it smooths your rough skin. Smooths it out, all the way smooth, right? I was looking fresh at church this morning. Right. So, and just as Kenneth mentioned, it not only cleanses the pores, but it also opens your pores as long as you use it with warm to hot water, depending on your skin, right?
Of course.
Good stuff. So that's the gentle face wash there. That's the first step of the system, which is the cleansing portion, right? So then we go into your post-shave toner. So after you, whatever razor of your choice that you use, your toner actually helps fight the excess oil as well, right? And it reduces and soothes irritated skin. And these things are sometimes caused by shaving with aloe, horse chestnut complex, and tocopherol. When I get what that means, I'll let y'all know. Right? So crazy thing is, a lot of this information actually. Go ahead, Kenneth.
Christelle says it means vitamin E.
Say it again.
Tocopherol means vitamin E.
Vitamin E. Oh, yes. Thank you, Kenneth. There you go. Thank you, Kenneth. Kenneth. Good stuff. Good
She's the only one who know that in the whole of BWW.
So yes, vitamin E. Vitamin E. So good stuff. All right. So the price of that alone, if you wanted to get a retail, sell it to a customer, $38. IBO cost is $28.50, and you get 9.50 PV with that and 28.50 BV, right? So that's the second step in the system. I have it right. I have it right here, actually, for those in the room.
And that's my credit camera right there.
Yes. So I'm not sure if they're looking at this or the slide.
You can see both of you.
Oh,
yes, you're both on the answer line.
Okay, so yes, this is the post-shave toner. As you can see, almost done there. So I'm using my product. Wink, wink.
Yes, sir.
All right. So the next step in the process is, oh man, this is the good stuff. The serum concentrate. Right. So this is the magic of the system. Right. This is where everything happens. This is what reduces the oil. 92% oil reduction experienced by folks that use this. Right. And this would cause, the 7 of the improvement in skin. So the serum is actually what helps minimize those fine lines and wrinkles that I talked about that could start appearing even now, right? So don't think about, oh, I only need skincare in my 40s and 50s and beyond. Just start now because you want to start protecting your skin. So the serum concentrate retails at $73. It is worth every penny. I can guarantee you that. Clearly, I don't even have it right now because I used all of it. So I gotta put it on my ditto for next month.
Yes.
Right. Yes, IBO cost $54.75. Right. And that gives you a whopping 18.25 PV and 54.75 PV. Right. So serum concentrate. So let's go into the last portion, which is after you're done, you're already cleansed, you toned, and then, you protected, wrinkles and all of that. Now you got to put some moisturizer back in your skin because skin needs hydration, right? So the facial moisturizer is actually what allows your skin to get that hydration. So this facial moisturizer promotes oil control and, like I said, hydration. So the thing about it is, it easily absorbs, and makes the skin look healthier. So when you put it on, it's not thick like a regular lotion. Like the G&H is good for your skin, but that's not good for your face, right? So you definitely want to make that separation happen. You want to moisturize with this instead of actual, lotion, right? And the retail price on this is $49, and the IBO cost is $36.75 with a PV of 12.25 and a BV of 36.75. So that's the end of the system. Now, last but not least, like I said, for a little over $3 a day, and this is retail cost, not IBO cost, but a little over $3 a day, you could get a complete solution that works for all skin types. All skin types. It covers every spectrum from any gentleman, right? So, like I said, it's a 4-step process, and the best thing about it is it's a risk-free because it's covered under our 180-day money-back guarantee.
Wow.
Right? So 100% customer satisfaction if anybody jumps on this and they don't like it, I'll think they're crazy. Right? They can still get their 180. They can still get their money back within 180 days, because I already know that this is a quality product, and it's gonna it's gonna rock your world, guys. It's gonna rock your world. I promise you. And your significant other gonna love it. Right? So that's all. I had a video, but I'm not gonna go through the video since we had the technical issues and ran out a lot of the time. So any quick testimonies before I wrap up? Anybody used it, loved it?
Yeah. So once you've used the cleaner with warm water, and then you put on the shaving cream, and then you shave. After you shave, it's important that you use cold water to remove the shave, the rest of the shaving cream, and that will close up the pores, so that when you put the toner on, everything is closed and tight and supple, and you're good to go. So I use it all the time. Like I just told the people here, I'm actually 250 years old, so I look a lot younger than I am, but I love it, and it's the only thing that I use. So. Yeah. Did you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
We did.
Okay, because I can repeat it.
Anybody?
So I think Gene has
I got
something
I got a little testimony to go for. So during the Washington D.C. conference, I was using the Gentle face wash, and it felt good on my face. I didn't know what it was at first. So Roderick was in the room. So I was like, oh man, like what does this do to wow, this is an amazing product. Roderick, what does this do? He said it cleans your face. that was like I wanted to know what the product did. Like, does it reduce oil? Like something. I want to know the specs of this product. But he popped his head out the corner and said it cleans your face. That made me feel really dumb. I was like, oh man, like okay. Yeah, man. But other than that, man, the product was awesome, man. I'm definitely looking forward to ordering that on my ditto. But just to keep this ball rolling, we have.
And if anybody else has any testimonies, any other testimonies?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, keep the ball rolling. We're gonna have awesome upline, Virginia King doing the huddle. Everybody give her a
Does it have to send connect to projector or anything? Do you guys have that setting?
Sanuka.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, awesome.
We got you.
Hi, everybody. Virginia King here, and very excited to be part of the Pase. I have a very amazing line of sponsorship. So I was introduced to the business by Betty Gadio, up to Malik Porter, up to Roderick McKenzie, up to Rodney Wilson, Celie Wilson, Kenneth Drayton, Andrea Gonzalez, up to our mentors, amazing mentors, awesome mentors, going, Emerald, Crown Ambassador, or beyond. We can't even talk about it, but Kantai, Nadia Pascal, up to our diamonds, Sanjeev and Shona say hi, and up to the whole galaxy. So today, the whole, I'm going to discuss MG1 and MG2. So we have two streams that cover MG1 and MG2. So for MG1, we have a panel by Dennis and Daniel Nafte, is BWW 1837. And then for the MG2 is by Monaco. Is that how I pronounce it right? Monaco. It's not Pase now. No, not So it's BWW 1989. So to kind of go into the MG1, you definitely, the whole idea is you need to have discernment, you need to have flexibility, you need to have, you need to have common sense, and you have to think, the mindset is to, you are the buyer, not the seller. Okay. And in MG1, NAFTA talk about three main things. What you're trying to do there, of course, you are going through the mindset and framework, but again, you have to make sure that you build trust and friendship. You have to make sure that with the candidate, you let them know MG1 is going to set up the pace for the whole 7 steps process. So if most of the time, Rodney, Sile, Kenneth, Nadia, connection is key. That's a platform to have a good communication pattern to have with the candidate. So what it is when you have that good communication, that good connect with the candidate, so they are more open, and then the question, you have the chance to, utilize the question that we know to make sure that they have the right mindset. It's not usually the wrong or right answer, but the wrong mindset. Okay. So and one thing that helped me definitely with my MG1s is I edify a lot my upline. Nadia and Kanta are amazing. There's nothing I cannot, promote them like hell. Right. Absolutely. So, and I promote, of course, Sile, Rod with the IBM. I cannot take like 6-figure income. It's like do. So, and then of course Roderick with the architecture. So it depends on what they do. If most of the, lately the people that make the draw into, if it's engineering, Sile here, and if it's tech to IT department, Rodney. If anything come with architecture or anything like that, Roderick. So you have to feel the vibe. That's where the common sense comes, right? So, and then so I was talking about trust and build a relationship there. You have to educate them. You have to set the pace. That's it. The pace is to educate them properly, and to give the information as you see fit based on the answers that they gave you. The red flag will be there. If you see one, definitely address them, because it's going to save you a lot of time and headache. And most of the time, what you don't want to do is go to the MG1 and think that at the end you're going to hand out the book of the 21st century into the candidate. It doesn't make sense. I am not eager to give you the big book, but I want to make sure that you have the right, you are hashtag. You are humble, appreciative. You are smart. You want to. You have that. You are looking, pretty much. And then, of course, you have to prepare them to. They have to build a case. That's where you are the buyer. They have to sell themselves to you. So, and then for MG2, is mostly is you show the napkin plan. And at the same time, and then you discover the boss. So one thing that you really like is very crucial. You definitely need to read the book yourself, know all the detail of the book, not to be like a Wikipedia, but at least know all the. We talk about it for a long time. So there's some questions that that most people ask. So you have to know those things. You have to read, and if sometimes it takes, you don't remember, make sure that the night before you have the chance to go back and read through, because you have a lot of things. You have your daily activities as well, work and things like that. So we don't expect you to know everything, but we expect you to know the most basic one, so that you don't jeopardize, the whole process. That's basically the right that's the right framework for you to succeed. And if you do all those things nice from the DTM, but I'm talking about when the DTM is done right, the MG1 is going to be, you put that you have to put posture, but posture with you have to be wise in that posture. Posture is not to just raise those red flag and make the candidate feel bad about not knowing or give you not the right information that you need. So you have to make sure that you are at that level to make them feel warm and fuzzy, but at the same time give them the right info for them to understand what this opportunity is and what it takes to make it happen. So with that being said, we have so much nugget, but I'm going to stop to that. Is there anybody else who has some nugget about how they do the MG, ones, the MG2s, and the success that they have been having so far? We can start with the Tallahassee team.
Sure, yeah, we can go. Yeah, we can do it. Yeah. You wanna go right?
Yeah, you gotta go.
No, you can go ahead. I can go.
Okay.
Hey, wait to the world. Wait to the world. Celia Wilson, proudly sponsored by Kenneth Drayton and Andre Gonzalez after our awesome camps and Nadia Prasad. So yeah, that exactly what Virginia is saying about the MGs is very on point. The connectivity part of it, making sure that you connect and listening. Many times when you're talking to someone doing an MG1, I know sometimes it's very tough to calm your mind in asking, what's the next question I need to ask, right? It is very hard at times. To be quite honest, the only time that I've noticed that I've seen an improvement in myself is when I've done it enough times, right? When I'm able to think fast on my feet when I'm sitting down, right? MG1s are usually when you're sitting down, right? I'm easier able to calm my mind, get my questions together because the framework is important and I need to know what is the end result of this process. What am I needing to hear, right? And making sure that the answers that they've given me and during our conversation that either have I gotten it already or do I need more, right? And I also one of the things that I've learned during the MG1 process is that when people realize that you do have an opportunity, which it should be normal at an MG1, during the MG1 process, they should realize that there's an opportunity at stake and that there's something that you're possibly going to open some doors to your mentorship team. It's the natural tendency for a human being to wow you, naturally. They want to, so in other words, they embellish a lot, right? Some of us who've gone through that whole career path doing a resume, you fluff up a little bit. Fluff up, just a little fluff. Not like we in integrity in Brit Worldwide, we don't do that at all, right? But in the real world, that's what people do. So you just make sure that one of the things that I had to realize is that they're going to talk and try to wow me by even saying things that may not be 100% true or are very superficial. So I've had to, during my MG1s, get very good at saying, that's fantastic, great stuff. So how were you able to show that? And even in their examples, make sure that I get root cause information that allows me to understand their mindset and where they are coming from, right? And also too, if someone's coming to the table saying that they are very interested in real estate, another thing or another entity, and they really need cash flow to get that business off the ground, I need to realize during my MG1 that I will never convince them to do Amway because of Amway. I need to make sure that it's abundantly clear that, hey, this is a means to that end. I'm not asking you to switch passions, right? Most of the time, what we realize is that sometimes people get to the BP1 and way down the line and they were like, well, I don't want to do this because my passion is in XYZ. I don't want to do Amway. And it's because we didn't do a good job connecting the dots between what they want and how to get them to what they want. This is what Amway is able to provide, and getting that path process in that scene so that they can see the connection. Because if the connection isn't formed, they're out of there. And then it's on our fault. In my opinion, it's our responsibility as guides to let them see the connection. And if not, then we need to work a little harder. So those are just some of my personal takeaways during my MG1s, but had some great success getting it together. It's MG1 stuff is you have to just go out there and figure it out on your own. As much as I have learned a lot from the audios, which tremendously helped, a lot of it had to be like, how do I think and what's my best process to get results? So that's some of the tidbits from me.
Awesome. Anybody else?
He says so much. I'll just give 1 point. All right. I'll just say 1 point. What I really notice a whole lot about MG1s is this. The whole thing behind it is you're just worrying about, it's not about what the business is, but why. You know, it's all about finding the why. So really focus more on the why instead of the what. And yeah, everyone should go perfectly fine. Have that kind of mindset, trying to find the why. If they're killing you with the questions, and of course, you know, Dennis, he pretty much direct the whole conversation, set the whole stage, saying, hey, what do you know about creating wealth? You know, start from the very beginning. And pretty much, of course, the answer of them knowing about how to create wealth, it'd probably be no, right? Pretty much 99% of the time. And if they do, then shoot, no. Well, why exactly? Why are you sitting down? You know, right? So pretty much when you set that stage of finding a why with that individual, the MG1 and the whole process should be pretty smooth. You know, going through the process. So that's pretty much it for me.
That's good. Awesome.
One thing quick. All right, me again, guys. With the artistry on my face, looking good.
Absolutely.
So I would just say what I've learned that like during the MGs, don't make it where like you're anxious to ask the questions. You know, you have to make it more relational. You know, it's more of a conversation rather than, you know, an interview. It is an interview in a sense because you're trying to qualify them for the process, but at the same time, those questions should come out like, you know, especially like Dana said, from the third party approach, it makes it more conversational. You know what I mean? So I would say definitely, you know, don't, you know, go in there with the mindset like, I have to hammer this person with every question. Right? You know, sometimes you might miss a question in MG1 and then you might make it up in MG2. It's just that you need to get that information together on the front end before that person come and meet your mentors at the VP. So that's the idea. You're looking to get them together so that, you know, they don't look bad in front of the team, right? And we've had instances where folks are like, oh my goodness, I messed up on this, you know, am I going to disqualify for the process?
Thank you.
Right? so that shows that it's really working. And, you know, the folks are actually happy. You know that it's more of a relational thing, you know, developing, and the person is actually happy to come and sit down with you again, right? That's always a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So make it, the key thing is the friendship. Also don't get too friendly though, because then you spoil business a bit, but you know, get a good friendship so that, you know, if anything goes on down the line, like some folks for me went up to the follow-up one and then something happened, but because I built the friendship in the MG one, that they were able to, they had the courage to come out and tell me, you know, that, okay, I had this going on, could we pause the process? And then a few of those folks I hit back up recently and they're ready to run again, right? So, you know, you're not just trying to push people through the process, you're doing it, you know, as they're ready, and you're building a stronger friendship as possible. Sounds good? All right.
Wow, beautiful.
Awesome. Beautiful. Good nuggets from the Tallahassee team. And one of the things that I have to add also, you know, you got to be on time for the MG1s. That sometimes is, you know, usually like, okay, 5 minutes late is not a big deal, but it is. Even 1 second late, it is. So make sure that you be there on time, and what you wear is important too. So because what you wear is actually your first brand. You have to make sure that you are, you know, your hygiene is, you know, is on point, right? You know, chicken eating and then 5 minutes with the sharing. Curry and all that stuff. Yeah. So anyway, so that's the big nugget from the Tallahassee team. Do you have anything for Atlanta? I'm pretty sure they have a bunch of nuggets.
Nobody?
Nuggets.
All right, hold on. Can I come in? You like that, huh? It reminds you of my childhood. Yeah, okay. So I just wanted to do real quickly because I think we need to transition. All right, so awesome job, Virginia, by the way. You know. Anyway, so I want to just some quick reminders. Notice that Sanjeev always takes us back to the streams. Now, I think people get confused listening to the streams, thinking that that's what they have to present verbatim in the MG1 and 2. The streams are the starting point. That's where you study. And then what you do is you personalize it. And Sanjeev said when he was here at Campton Naja's house, the subject areas that you need to go through are process versus results. Patience. Do they have patience 2 to 5 weeks? Are they a free thinker? In other words, are they the decision makers? And then accountability and what sort of quality of life they want. So he says these are the must cover subjects. And you make it, like Rod said, make it conversational and not interrogating. And also you have to cover network marketing because that's in the book. That's if they get the book, right? And then real quickly, going to Silver Springs, because I got notes here and I know that Kamta and Naj are going to talk about that next. But I just wanted to cover quickly what we had in the MG1. I mean, Silver Springs, and that is have free flowing conversations. Okay, don't just go through the questions. What is the candidate's attitude and what is the candidate's mindset? It's a feeling you're going for. Okay, and the MG1, like what Virginia said, it's about learning and teaching. Okay, and long-term partnership means the candidate must understand the business or they won't honor the partnership. Okay, and then I think that's all I had there on the MG1s. Okay, so it's you want to be organic with it. You know, you don't want to be robotic. Because if you're robotic, then that's like what I think Roderick said. Then it's weird. It's kind of fun to do that though, but it's you don't get good results, you know. So yeah, so I'll pass it on to the next person. Nadia, Kamta, anything?
I just did an MG1 and we did one on Friday. And, as we sat down, this was someone that we met at the doctor's office. She was one of the ladies that helped us. And so I dropped the message, got the number, and so we met up. I believe it was Panera Bread. But, as we started talking, a very friendly girl, she started, again, saying, what do you guys do? She wanted to get into it right away. So then I said, let's talk, let's get to know each other first. I said, I wanted to know if we have the same mindset. So we sat down, we talked, and it turns out that she, when we brought up the network marketing, she is a part of a network marketing company. And I said, that's great, so then why did you decide to meet with us? And I said, she said, well, I always keep my options open, but turns out her father does Amway. So, and she said he's been trying to get me for years, to join the business. And I was like, oh, wow. And we were able to do one of Sanjeev's, nice to meet you. And waiting to do that. It was really, we left on a very pleasant note. As a matter of fact, when she left, she texted me and said that it was really nice meeting you. So it was a very good connection, good conversation. Again, she says if I ever see anyone that is looking for the business or something in that line, I will definitely, recommend it to you guys. But we left on a very nice note again. But, the business is, you understand that you're looking for certain things, and as you go through those questions, you find your answer rather than going through 4 weeks just to realize that nothing's going to happen. So I love the process for that reason. But I think I'm done in terms of that. But I want to read you guys real quick. Should I get it? My page.
Oh, you find your page. No, you find a page.
From gambling and lottery and casino, $65 billion is spent. And this is yearly, right? $65 billion. Computer, hardware, and software is $55 billion. Furniture and bedding, $48 billion. Sporting goods, $35 billion. Kitchenware and home furnishings are $32 billion. And then, of course, TV, VCR, videos, and stuff like that is $20 billion. So as you can see, people are spending money. So this book is, like I said, there's nugget after nugget. You need to read it to understand why you're doing what you do. So recommend highly. So I'm good. I don't know if you have anything else.
That's it. That's it. Let's move along.
Man, that was awesome stuff. Another applause for. I'm sorry. The artistry, the whole the face thing right when I saw Roger's face. But yeah, another round of applause for Virginia. She did an awesome job. I really enjoyed this Pace, man. I've been learning a lot from men's artistry to tips on MG1s or 2s. And I'm just going to keep the ball rolling, man. But the next up is the wrap up, which is presented by none other than Kanta and Nadia Prasad.
Hey,
Adjective.
How is everyone doing? All right. We've been doing some trips here lately. We just came back from Seven Springs. We missed a lot of you guys there. Kenneth and Celia was out there, first timers, you know. And we actually saved them from a special night out after the night out. You know, but
don't tell them.
We just no, this. Anybody go there first time? It's only a special night out for you guys. And we want to share some clips to do some pics that we take there, that we are taking there. And you want to know who's coming there next year, because they have more than enough time to get to the qualification to be there. And then we're gonna have Kenneth and Sile talk about their experience a little. All right. So Kenneth, we have some pics and then Vina got some also. Oh, it's a second. That's all right.
All right, hold on. Everybody seeing the screen? It's going down. Na.
Yeah, we see it. Yes.
All right. This is the pool. It has water in it.
Wow, amazing.
There were two pools. Oh, okay. Huh? Okay, so there are more pools. I only saw one, but there were many pools. You know, and there's an indoor pool too. But it's big, it's huge. Hey. You know? Mm-hmm. I didn't have my speedo, so okay. And that there is the ski. That there is the ski. The ski cliff. You know, yeah. The lift, and everything. You know, I mean, this is an A1 class thing. You know?
Yeah.
That's the little princess with her daddy. By the way, today is Diffie's birthday.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Who's that? That looks like boy.
Oh my goodness. Yes, that was me looking over the pool. How big and beautiful it was.
Sile, you should have dived in.
I was thinking about it. I didn't want the pool to no longer have water.
This is when Sile said, "No, I don't. You know, let's go and eat." You know? There you go. It's a very nice shot. Listen, seeing the picture and being there is two different things. The air is very cool. It's warm, but the air is the low humidity, you know, and the atmosphere. And then you're sitting there and all of these people are walking around you, diamonds and double diamonds and, you know, emeralds and all of that. You're like, what in the world? You know?
Yes.
I didn't want to show my sexy legs.
See you in shorts, you know?
Right.
Good on. Yes, good knees.
Yes.
Good knees. Good knees.
Yes.
keep switching in class, okay? Because it's a lot.
Oh, it's a lot, right? Okay. Here's the seafood. The buffet is extremely large. I just went on and on and on. This is one time I was glad I didn't eat seafood because it was a lot of food to see. You know? Now, what Sile likes to do, she likes to get all the plates together. Yeah, because she don't want to waste too much time going for stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's just some of the plates she has. That's Camp's favorite creme brulee.
Yeah, French in here.
Sile, Camp is asking, how was it?
Beautiful. I had like 3 or 4 per sitting. Per sitting, 3 or 4. And the sugar at the top was just right. Oh, that's us. And breakfast. That was magnificent, man. The best of the best breakfast. Omelets, or however you like it. You know, the best of the best of breakfast. You know, and spending quality time with your appliance and thing. It was beautiful. Where's the parking lot?
That's what the elevator.
This is outside your room. That's real meditative.
So funny.
Oh, nice. Yes, man.
That's our appliance and the ladies from New Jersey.
Okay, that's uplines and some of the New Jersey ladies. All right, so that's that right there. And then let me see. I need to come here to find Campto's on. All right, it hasn't come in as yet. It's in the email? Okay. I gotta switch over. Sorry. Oh, all right. So I gotta go to another email address. I'm bouncing back between the PDAT account and mine.
Oh, nice. Nice, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shoot. We moved to the stage. I forgot that. Oh, shoot. I forgot that.
Yeah, that's what me and that's me talking. Okay, talking with stuff.
Stuff was very good. Hey, me pointing my camera.
Yeah, and who's holding the mic?
Nick.
Yeah.
Yes, you had a great time.
It's very, very close up with the diamonds. Extremely. It took a while to get used to that. This year is the vegan one. No, it was. Yeah. No, I know that the omnivores are going to come and take all of it. So I went there and took all that I needed. Sure enough, 10 minutes later, it was all gone. And there was only one vegan in there. But it was, I mean, look at that spread, and that's not even the whole table. It comes down even more. You know? I mean, Sile was, hey,
bye.
So, yeah, so that's at the top, you see? All right, let me go to the next email. That's Sile talking.
Yes, man. Ramad Diamond, direct sponsored by Campus. I mean, the other Kate Kumar.
That's me talking. That's me shouting. That's me talking.
Powerful points.
Double diamond, man. I'm telling you. One more, and then we'll move on. I'll do it quickly.
Yes, man. I get access to these pictures.
Yay!
Hey!
Yeah, man. Yeah, the mountaineer did me good, man. Yeah, and this is us between Kumar, man. And every time Kumar see me, he's like, Kenneth and Andrea, right? Yeah. And I like this picture.
Yeah, me too. If you guys can share this with me, it would be great. You know, whenever you guys get a chance, love to see them.
Yeah, that's me and now I'm Kumar, man.
Yeah, Kumar, good.
Hey!
That's awesome.
Now you guys gonna understand. This is us standing up there after eating 10 plates of food. That's eating 10. I'm like, man, can I sit down now? That's why I cut the call. I was eating too much. Yay! Look at Dave and Kim right here. You know, and if you look carefully in some of these pictures, you see a lot of diamonds. They're just all over the place. You know, and that's it, right? Is there anything else? Oh no, there's one more. No, there are a few more. Okay, I'll move fast. Hey, can. So that's Nick and Stephanie's upline. Oops, sorry. Yeah, these are the new eagles, new feathers, everything. New eagles. And there they are again. There they are again. Cecilia there. Silly asked me what I must say. I said, you know what to say. I'm like, Silly, when have you been short of words? And she sure didn't know what to say. And she did an extremely good job. You know?
Me point.
One more. On top of the mountain. See you at the top. Yeah, look at that view. So this right here is the hotel, and then all of the food and everything is up here. I have never seen so much food, man.
Yo, love myself. Bird, man.
That's the slide. Yes.
And I was like, oh, there she goes.
Screaming for the whole things. I got lost in 2 seconds.
And I wasn't there when she was doing it, but I heard her in Atlanta.
Oh, hey, that's Samina Bhattacharya, is it Samina?
Yeah. Diamond lady. Okay. Awesome, man. What else? Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. Awesome. Let me see.
I don't know, did you wanted to let Sile say something and then we'll
I think there's one other picture here, but I'm waiting for it to come up. You had sent me a picture of your license plate, your license. I'm like, why? I said, should I use this? Yeah, it's taking a while to come up. But Sile, go ahead. I think Nadia wants you to say something.
Well, yeah.
That's his parking.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sile.
Wait. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll be switching into some camera situations here. We fancy over here, you know. Yes. Wait. Guys, bless.
Volume.
Sorry. Oh, yes. Best time of my life. You know, I'll be honest with you, 2-3 weeks, 2 months before Seven Springs, Nadia promoted it, you know. And I was like, shoot, I can't remember the last time I sponsored personally, you know, but I need to be there. You see? So I was like, yo, we have to ramp everything up because I'm not missing this. Now, Kamta and Nadia have always done a great job promoting it. But you see, every single thing Kamta and Nadia goes to is fantastic. So, you know what I mean? So you'd be like, yeah, that's some good stoosh thing, you know, bougie goodness that they're going to. But when you get there, guys, it is One, to see uplines in shorts is a powerful thing. Even diamonds. Saw Kumar in shorts. I was like, interesting. Very powerful there too. You know, because it felt like I was like in their living room and we were all relaxing over our cover dish. You know, that's how the vibes was. The general spirit of it all. In the morning up till about 7 p.m. you are to yourself. So you can go ahead and have a lot of damage done, or positiveness while you're doing it. So we go out there. I remember going out with Kenneth and Camter, and I was telling the team, I can't remember the last time I spent so much time with just them. I honestly I don't even think there's been a time over the past few years where we literally were together for so long, and I missed that. I realized I like Ollie a little bit, you know. I kind of miss Ollie and thing, you know, and that's exactly what you hear all the diamonds talk about, wanting to be in the collection, in the inner circle with your uplines, where you could get them special nuggets dropped by chance, kind of things that go floating through their mind. And you could see that happen when Kumar was on stage a lot. Kumar was in his essence. He didn't try to hold back nothing. You know, usually on stage when we have conferences, you know, there's a lot of new people in your room, so you try to hold your tongue a lot more, you know, because you don't want to blow people out. But Kumar was just in his essence, you know, and he was talking like even from for one of the big points that I got to, where he was like, he said to the entire audience that, hey guys, I screwed up a lot. You know, I made a lot of mistakes, but the people who grow fast in this business are the people who are able to overlook the mistakes of their upline and just move with it, and don't hold their upline to some weird high Jesus-like standards. But he didn't use the word Jesus, of course, but you know, but he talked about holding their upline to that kind of standard, and that hit me hard. And I was like, that's true. That's true. You know, how many times I know I've fallen short of the glory of God, and we have big leaders here in the room that they're big because they never hold me to that too. So, and I realized that there are simplicities of this business, and when you're in that kind of cahoots with the leadership, you get them kind of nuggets that you can't get when you're in a bigger group. But that was actually the first, I think, Seven Springs. I know Kenneth's been calling it Silver Springs. It's probably converted its name by now to Silver. But it's Seven Springs. The first Seven Springs that Sugit wasn't there. So we even got more closer to the double diamonds, and where we sit in one-on-one. And I had conversations with Kumar where I'm there telling him, dude, I know what you're talking about. I'm going to do it. And he's like, oh, okay. And then we're talking, and I'm there telling him I'm bringing 10 Eagles. 10 Eagles with me, man. 10 Eagles next year, because as much as I had fun with Campton and Kenneth, my team will run amok in that place. Not true, Ollie? Yes, we will. So run amok. We'll have fun just all over the place. They'll have to put tracking devices on all of us to make sure, you know, they know where we are. We might end up in, you know, Canada, you know, how much hiking we doing. So just really fun and excitement. So I truly enjoyed the camaraderie, and you could see how the diamonds are actually real friends with each other first before the money happened, because the kind of closeness. And when you see Kat can go on stage and say, hey guys, I don't care if you're my sixth leg that took me diamond, on this tennis court we slaughter you. So you let you know, because I know within even our team here, Tallahassee wise, we're very competitive. And at times I was like, is that normal? Yeah. I was like, I don't want to lose legs, you know, playing basketball, you know. You know, and I realized that is the same spirit of leaders, because when you're in those type of close-knit connections, that's how you see, that's the things that I pick up personally. I observe their friendship, and that they don't take things personally, man. How much crap happened, they just laugh it off. Some things I was telling the team a while ago, that so many things that I even thought if I was in Kumar's position, I would have felt offended by, and I would have called the person out on it. Kumar laughed it off on stage, and we just kept talking, and even brought it up, and everybody laughed about it. Not in to pick on the person, but more like, yeah, look at that, look where we reach, you know. And I'm like, wow, stellar leadership, you know. And you realize that, like, my knee-jerk reaction might be to backslap you, you know. But I realized their knee-jerk is now calm and zen. And I'm like, yo, read more books, more books. So I'm just letting you guys know it is worth it. Whatever you need to do to be a part of that association, that is one of the few associations that you actually have to qualify for. do it. Do it. Do whatever it takes. It is worth it. And of course, the money will come. But being in that collection, there's so much you can learn that not even a notebook could absorb, that only your spirit could absorb. You see what I'm saying? So I highly recommend it. The food was good. You know, I love my food. And blessings upon that. You know, but we don't have enough time to go into the food situation. But just the camaraderie and what I got out of that association is I will forever be at Seven Springs. And Kamta, Nadia, Ken, and Andrea, you can bet your bottom dollar every single time I'll be booking my ticket. And I love how I flew this time. I connected every time with Kamta and Nadia. So we shall do that again. I like that. I like that. So we'll do that again. So back to the crowns.
Oh, hold on. Let me switch it. So, yeah. So definitely, you know, everything that Sile said. Yeah, everything that Sile said. I mean, she covered everything. You know, it's the feeling. Yeah, I'm getting an echo feedback. Yeah. So anyway, it's the feeling. You know, it's knowing that you work hard and you got there, and this the fun and the atmosphere and the association and the people there and the fun and the jokes and the food and the hotel rooms too. Very nice, very plush. You know, and so we had a lot of fun there, man. And so I don't want to regurgitate all that Sile said, but it was a lot of fun. It was just laughter after laughter. So in the daytime, you're doing a lot of relaxing. If you have your family there, you're up the slide, you're down the slide. You know, there's some funny pictures that we didn't get to show. There was some tubing that we did, you know, and they're very funny, you know. And Silly had come off, you know, it flew off, you know, like the cat, you know, and all that. So she had to go and get that, you know, and then I was sitting down there like, you know, I could never get out of it because I was, you know, with the haircut and everything, you know, and all of that. So it was a lot of fun, man, and spending time with Kamta and Nadia. You know, we don't get a lot of time to do that, you know, and so it was a lot of fun, you know. And so real quickly, just to give you, and I can't show you everything because I got like 200 lines of notes here, you know, and a lot of it was very, very useful. In your face. This is a lot stronger. If you're weak of heart, you would run away in the first half an hour, you know, and all of that, you know. There's the guy Joe. What's Joe's last name?
Oh, yeah, tax guy.
Yeah, the tax guy. The tax guy was there, and he was giving us a lot of tax information because he got a business, you know, and so the IRS sees you as a business person. You will get a miscellaneous 1099 form. You know, and so he was giving us a lot of things. And he says monthly bookkeeping, budgeting, and business plans are critical. You have to handle your business as a business. Okay. And so I sent everybody the website. You should have gotten it, the website for the IBO AI Bookkeeping 101. You know, so and I put it up on the PDAT Facebook group too, you know, and the right behavior is caught, it's not taught. Okay, how to behave in the business. You know, and one of the mantra for the entire Seven Springs or Silver Springs, whatever you want to call it, you know, is Ruby Rush instead of Gold Rush, Ruby Rush to Diamond. Okay, so everything they were talking about was your activity goal. This is the first thing Kumar said when you got on the stage. Your activity goal is to have 5 MGs a week. Okay, and 20 process appointments a month. Okay, process appointments can be MG1, MG2, follow-up, board plan, and all of that sort of stuff. And your structure goal is Eagle. And the next Seven Springs is July the 11th, 12th, very special day, and the 13th. Okay, and your dreams gotta drive you, you know. Okay, and then I'm gonna close out now because I know we've been going for a while. You know, and it says hustle is straight hard work. Everybody here knows what hustle is? It is straight hard work. Yeah, that's what a hustle is, okay? And then the final thing is the standard of excellence, okay? Preparation, books, streams, BMP, BWW That's your preparation. Every business has preparation. You go to a vegan restaurant or whatever, they prepare before they open. Okay, and then activity is 300 points per PV, budgeting, ditto, dropping the message, MGs, building relationship at home and with the team. And then the outcome will be your first of the day ditto, okay, number of people launch and how much your team loves you and tool flow. Okay, and it goes on and on and on. But a lot of this was advanced training, you know, and all of that. And you got a year, I got a whole year to go Eagle. In fact, it's too much time to go Eagle. Yeah, go Eagle Plus and bring somebody with you who's another Eagle. Start giving those Eagle feathers out, man. You know? And with that, back to the camp to Nadia.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Incredible teaching. No, we just wanted to say we had a lot of fun. It was a great weekend. We got to see our upline, spend a lot of time with them. And it was, you know, like everybody said, you know, the teachings were incredible. And you think every 7 springs, how can it get better? But the young leadership that is coming up now is phenomenal. The new emeralds that Nick and Stephanie grow, I mean, the way these guys spoke, same thing with Nick and Stephanie. The way they spoke is Kumar even himself said, you know, the leadership that's coming on now, you know that it's in the right hands, you know, just the way these, I would call them kids, they spoke, it was amazing. So anyways, get ready. I know we have a lot of those people on our team and we would like for you guys to be heard. So get your Eagle structure done, you know, whatever it takes, you know, and that's the attitude, basically. The whole weekend was whatever it takes, and don't be afraid of hard work, you know, because it's a short burst of hard work, and you can take off, you know, the rest of your life to enjoy it. So don't be afraid of the work, just do the work, and you know, just get the job done. And Hans and I had, you want to talk about the trip? Talk about the trip this weekend. Anyways, we just came back today from West Palm Beach and the group up there. Again, you know, everywhere we go, we're doing the same thing, you know, teaching the same exact things as Sanjeev. We had like nine people there. When we first went, it was 3, right? It was 3 people. We went back this time, it was 9. So the numbers, the process, everything is working. And we just kind of gave them the roadmap, just like Sanjeev, you know, gave us. And basically, they're excited. They're fired up. One of the ladies there, as I was talking about the dinner on the first day, as soon as we were done, she says, Nadia, can you help me set up my dinner? And we sat at the computer, and right away she did.
And what's the name of her dinner?
Anyway Money. She goes, what is that? What did you call it? Anyway Money. I said, yep, that's what it is. It's your Anyway Money. She goes, that's the name of my dinner. Anyway Money, you know? So it was really cute. New people, you know, sat there, 50 PV right away. She put on Ditto. And I of course, I did what Shauna said, whatever you can do on Ditto, you put it up. You start it and then you add to it. You know, eventually you want to be able to honor the partnership with the 150 PV. But whatever you can do, you know, put it in and get it in for the first of the month. But that's it.
Awesome. I cannot say there's a wealth of information we have to share. We can't do it all one time. We're going to give it to you in different Pase meetings and at other meetings. All I want to say is that Kenneth has committed, not to me, to Kumar and Sanjeev, that these people here, he would like to take them with him the next time at the 7th spring.
I said 12 Eagles. 12 Eagles. 12 Eagles.
Okay. When Kumar, when Sile said she's bringing 10 eagles, Kumar said, I'm going to roll down the mountain. Basically, Sile, you got to bring that 10. Okay, yeah. So that's it.
And Kumar know my name, so I got to bring the 12.
When Sile committed to taking at least 10, and she's just speaking about the people there right now. She's not even speaking about the future because, like Kenneth said, we have a whole year more to go into Eagle. And we don't want to just go Eagle. We want to go Eagle Plus, which basically means 9 legs, right? Because the theme again was Ruby was the diamond. So that's what Sanjeev was saying all the time. And this is the goal for everybody nobody should ask what your goal is that you're setting up 12 legs Ruby volume. Okay? So that's your goal, my goal, Sanjeev's goal, everybody goal outside of any qualified leg. It's Ruby. All right? So that's the goal. And we finish here for now. We're going to be talking. I'm giving you more information as the weeks goes that we gain from Seven Springs. But that's it for today.
It was an incredible race. Thank you guys, everybody that presented. You know, we're just fired up. We're just excited about, this coming year and what's going to happen in our business. And, we sat down last night and Constance and I were talking the same thing about, how much we can't wait to, just get that 12 legs in. Even us, we're, outside of everything that we have, we're bringing on 12 new people. And I'm so proud of Constance. He was there contacting like crazy. We got 3 numbers in West Palm Beach. So we're definitely going to go back there, not just with the group, but we're going to be putting into personal.
Like Sanjeev, listen, whatever Sanjeev say, I do. Sanjeev say he's talk to everybody that's standing next to him. So we had a home owners association meeting here. Nothing so there was a cop just coming to talk to people. As soon as they finished thing, I talked to the cop. Got his number, right? So and we went out today to his birthday. A couple next cars there, so she was
reminds me of you guys.
Yeah, right.
Little baby.
And as we come out the elevator, there was a very sharp young couple with a baby. It was the baby's birthday today, right?
10 months.
10 months, right? 10 months celebration. And so we say, oh, my daughter's birthday, and blah, blah, blah. And we just talk about, we throw the message, and, and then
before we even dropped the message, she said we should exchange.
Yeah, she tell her husband now, you should, because I throw the trip that we kind of did, we just came back there. And she's like, you guys are living a lifestyle. You should take their number, And I
they dropped the message.
Yeah. People out there seriously looking, And so everybody, let's not make Silly and Kenneth, be afraid to go back to Seven Springs because Kumar knows they're there now.
And you're not going to forget.
So, right, so you don't forget anything, right? So let's have them fulfill that desire. Silly says she's bringing minimum 10 eagles, and Kenneth say he's bringing 12 eagles from here.
Awesome. But anyways, 5 guys drop the message 5 times on a daily basis. Have 5 conversations. Okay, simple as that. 5 conversations a day. And drop the message during those conversations if it goes to that level. But make sure that you're getting those numbers, guys, and get out there and make it happen. Make it happen for yourself. Like Kumar was saying at Seven Springs, he said, $100,000, $150,000. He goes, if that's all your dream is, then you don't need to do this business. He says, but if you want to live beyond that, he was sending us some money that blow our mind. On Thursday night,
talk about his watch.
Yeah, he had a watch, which was
$35,000.
$35,000. His watch was, right? And so he was one of the guys who were wearing it. He said some people wear a car, some people drive a car. It's crazy, right? But it was just an incredible weekend. But he was talking about the money that you can make with this business as you get to different levels with the point system. I'm telling you guys, don't settle for $100,000, even $150,000, because you can make so much more.
And it all starts with Ruby, 12 legs.
All right, guys. See y'all. Have a great one.
Bye. Bye. Wave. Everybody wave. Bye-bye.
Bye.